Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the lucky Pierres. Yeah!
Alright guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got another top 5 for you. Tonight we got our top 5 favorite villains. Okay guys, our favorite villains. I don't think we established rules for this, but I had a few in mind for my own, and no TV.
Okay.
I didn't do any TV
I didn't
villains, and I excluded slashers.
I didn't have any either.
Because I don't really consider them villains. I consider villains more like not supernatural. You know
I
what
only
I mean?
didn't use slashers because we've already kind of done that,
Yeah,
and
top
we
five.
said we were going to do it again, so I didn't want to kill it.
Yeah, why would we do it?
So we're good on those.
Anyway, you got who wants to go first?
But the other two can veto if they think one's ridiculous enough.
Yeah. What do you think, guys?
Go ahead.
Okay, I kind of went in, for my whole list. I kind of went for variety because I felt like we might have a lot of duplicates. So I kind of went with what I thought were like underappreciated or not talked about enough villains for movies. But they're not really in any particular order. So Mad Dog from The Raid.
Wow,
which is like the short, long-haired guy.
Is he from the Raid original or the sequel?
Is
he in both, or is he in just the sequel? Was he the guy he had the kitchen fight with?
He's in the first one. He gets stabbed with a spear and still beats their ass. He's like,
That dude is badass.
I do remember now. Yeah.
I just watched some of The Raid before I came over here
the
because
Raid
people were
is
watching
so
it.
good. The Raid and the Raid 2.
And then,
my God.
Cyrus the Virus from Con Air.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a good one.
great
Yeah.
I mean, he's not really like the scariest villain, but
No, but
it's
he's got
Jan
some great.
Malkovich,
He's
and
got
then
such a great personality
Yeah.
and quotes and stuff like that. You know, he's just so good.
Ben will love this one. Vukmir, the villain in a Serbian film,
Oh Jesus!
which is like
Is the Serbian film on every one of your freaking
no,
lists?
but when we watched,
I swear to
when we
God,
watched that movie, I said I was like, this dude is literally like the darkest villain of all time.
he's terrible. But I'm just saying, like, it could be like top 5 most feel good movies. And next, I got a Serbian film.
No,
you know?
I just. We always talk about disturbing stuff.
It is, yeah, I know. But it's funny.
Well,
good
and
villain.
I said
I mean,
he is.
underappreciated or like
he is.
less talked about
Yeah.
villains. Virgil Solazzo from The Godfather,
Nice.
which I did see The Godfather not super recently, but recently because of the 40th or 50th anniversary or whatever showing
Classic,
in 4K.
yeah.
It was great. Also, when I left the theater for that, there was a shooting at the bar down the street. It was pretty sick.
Wow.
Bar is still
Nice little
closed.
tidbit.
Yeah, well, like we left and there were cop cars speeding to this bar. I go, somebody just pulled The Godfather at Dooley's, and then the next day on the news, it was like a guy got kicked out of the bar and went and shot up the bar.
That's crazy, man. Terrible. Terrible.
And then I told you the movie quote tied into something later. Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
That's a great one.
And
Great
then
name, great villain.
honorable mention Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice.
Oh, that's a great one.
Because he's like a sorcerer and he's friggin' trafficking women. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great list, Shaw. I like your picks, man. Some like you said, lesser known or not lesser known, but like underappreciated. You know, Serbian films probably lesser known. But what do you think, Joe?
What are you talking about? That's
wanna-
a big flip.
You want to go next, or you want me to?
That's up to you.
All right, I'll go next. All right.
You would.
All right. You know what? This is our top 5.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
This is our top 5 favorite villains. Just they're not some aren't my favorite, but they're the most, I think, like iconic. Some of them,
Memorable,
you know
yeah.
what I
For
mean?
me, it's like it's ones I didn't have to look up. It was like the first ones that came to mind. So I'll let you have him.
This is in no particular order. I got Hans Gruber.
Yeah,
of
I
course.
knew you were going to use that.
Die Hard.
We have the same list.
I mean, he's one of the best villains of all time. You know what I mean? He's just Alan Rickman brings that guy character to life. You know, he's so great.
You know what was a villain like that I thought of that from another Bruce Willis movie? The guy from The Last Boy Scout. Is
That guy's-
Milo his name?
I've actually never seen that movie.
He's very good.
It's another good villain, but people like said him and Hans Gruber should be like up there with best villains.
Really? I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, Hans Gruber. Next, I'm going to say this one is like, I wouldn't say people would consider him one of the best villains of all time, but he's one of the most evil in my opinion. I don't remember how you say his name. Commodus from Gladiator.
Yeah,
Joaquin
I thought
Phoenix.
of him. Yeah.
Man, he's got some brutal lines, and he's just an evil, evil guy. He says, what did he say? Your wife or your kid was crying when he was getting nailed to the cross. And
Yeah.
your wife screamed moaned like a whore or something when she was
Yeah, he's violent.
They told me your son screamed like a woman when they nailed him to the cross.
man, that's brutal, man.
It's so violent.
Joaquin Phoenix is so good in that
And he
role,
wants to
man.
bang his sister and makes her
Yeah.
feel uncomfortable.
That actually
He
makes
does.
him kind of a better guy.
Yeah, Ben's like, oh, never mind. He's off the list.
Yeah,
now.
no, I'm kidding. No, but he's definitely on the list. And then another one, Nurse Ratched.
a good one.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest.
Man, she is evil because she just belittles and just tries to break their spirits. These mental patients who are already at the bottom of the barrel,
not
and she's just
A
evil.
ton of like female.
Yeah,
villains
no,
that are-
and
so
she's
up
great.
there,
Well, that's
yeah.
what
she's so
I had
great.
one that I didn't use, but I'll wait until after you guys are done.
Yeah, and then next I'm gonna say, I don't know how you say his name. Maybe Amon Gaith. Schindler's List. He's the general from Schindler's List, the Nazi
okay.
general who's played by Ralph Fiennes.
Anytime you get a Nazi, they're pretty villainous.
Man, he is despicable in that movie. You know, it's like
Except for in Devil Story, that Nazi's great.
he's hilarious. Yeah, no, but man, that guy is so despicable and man, just terrible. And lastly, I will say there's so many good options. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? I'll go with Jack Torrance. Just because I love The Shining so much, and he's not even he's a normal dude at the beginning of the
Right.
movie, and then he's one of the ultimate villains
descent
by
into
the end.
madness, yeah.
He just descends into madness, and I love that so much. And he's got that staircase scene just is so memorable for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna hurt you, Wendy.
Yeah, no one else could have done that scene, I feel like.
No, he's so great in that
Maybe
movie.
Nicolas Cage.
That is why, that is why Stephen King doesn't like that version of him, though. He said he was crazy from the beginning. So,
That's what he said, but
yeah, but I don't see it.
I don't
but-
either.
I mean, he hit his kid, but he didn't mean to. He
I
was
think
drunk. so-
I can kind of see where he's coming from with Nicholson. He's always got that
He's a little
smirk,
touched.
you know.
He's touched, yeah.
He's always got that little.
He's devious.
He's always got that grin and that smirk. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can see what he's saying. But those are my top 5. What do you think, Joe?
What do I think? I'll start with Alonzo Harris in Training Day.
Oh hell yes!
Just such amazing dialogue in that movie, and he's such a bad dude.
he is.
That's where
Dirty-
he shoves a grenade up his ass, right?
Is that what?
Is that in Training Day? What movie is that?
Does he do that in Training Day? Maybe I haven't seen it in a minute, but I don't remember that part.
There's a Denzel movie where that happens.
Oh, you think?
that's
you think Man on Fire?
Man on Fire,
Or,
yeah.
Okay.
but that's a great movie too. But anyway, like he's so great in that. Yeah, and he's just a filthy cop, filthy,
Yeah.
dirty.
And he just thinks
Only
he
a
runs that
wolf can kill a
community.
wolf.
Like King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, that's such a great scene.
I have John Doe in Seven.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
another great
Just
one.
so sadistic and evil. Like the
So-
most evil you can think of
So
someone being.
cerebral and just like well thought out. He's such a smart evil.
The way he
It's
plays
just-
that character, you feel like he has no soul. He just like
no, nothing,
the
no,
devil.
no, not an ounce of empathy.
No.
It's like such. You know what? Like villains aren't thought. Some of them are smart, but like he's one of the smartest villains. You know what? And that's like a smart serial killer. That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
and he's so
I feel like he's like Hannibal Lecter without the comedic
yeah,
like part.
without the personality. He's just straight evil. And then I have Calvin Candy in Django.
oh,
Leo.
great one.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's just a fun villain.
He
He's
is.
just so fun. He's obviously a terrible person, but he's
I
so
thought he was a
entertaining.
great guy.
He's so
I'm
entertaining.
kidding. But yeah, he is great in that, isn't he? So
Like when he sicks the dogs on that dude and like stares at Jamie Lee Fox.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
stares at him the whole time as the dogs are eating him.
Yep.
It's so brutal. He's a bad dude. And then I guess I'll just combine the Joker and Darth Vader because they're so iconic. They're the two
Two of the top
you
villains.
think of when you think
yeah,
villains.
like
Yeah.
villain archetypes.
Yeah.
Yep. And those are arguably the two most famous villains of all time that we have
Yeah.
to mention. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like Darth Vader's been in how much stuff now? Probably like
Yeah.
15 movies plus. You know,
Anyone who's
and
seen Star Wars growing up, that's the villain you think of. Like
if you think of villain,
he has his
that's-
own theme music. Like
yeah,
when
that's
he's walking around. So.
That's the one you think of, basically.
yeah, you
know?
can't not mention.
He's
him.
the evil lord. You know, it's like evil Sith Lord.
Then lastly, I have Hans Landa from Inglourious Basterds.
Oh yeah, of course. He was on mine. might have mentioned him. Yeah, he's so
Yeah.
evil in
And
that.
then
You know, it's like
the female
Oh
one
my
I
God.
didn't use was Annie from Misery.
Yeah.
oh yeah, Kathy Bates.
She's
yeah,
violent.
she is, isn't she?
But
Wow.
Hans
'Cause
Landa
that-
opening dialogue though in the beginning, like when he's hunting the Jews in the
Oh, yeah.
basement, is just so sadistic.
It's so good, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
so many good lines.
He's so good in that.
yeah,
He's so good in that.
but you
great.
didn't know him before that movie. But
And
he
then
was in
he's-
other stuff, but
He's 10 out of 10 actor. Like, that guy's so freaking good.
and he's so believable in that.
He is. Like, it's so believable that I still am convinced he's not. I mean, he's still
Like an
not
actual
convinced
Nazi?
he's like actual part Nazi. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's our top 5 villains. Hey, just so we're clear, this is our favorites, not like the top. You know what I mean? Like, not should be the top.
No, it's the top.
top. Like,
If you disagree with us, you are a horrible person.
You're
no,
wrong.
these are basically our favorite villains, and all of these are probably in like top list. You know what I mean? Usually is what we do, but like these are kind of our favorites. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We love you, and we'll see you on the next one.